Time now to titter along with Tibs and Fibs here on... First a warning, Tibs and Fibs is a medical comedy quiz with jokes and frank language about bodily matters which some might find offensive and some might enjoy.
Hello, and welcome to Tibs and Fibs, the medical quiz that doctors recommend whether you're mad about medicine or just, frankly, clinically barking. So, let's meet our two regular team captains. Now, firstly, a man who stopped being a full-time GP to do stand-up comedy about being a GP and to star in a sitcom as a GP. Yes, it's Dr. Tony Versatility Gardner. And opposing Tony is his regular partner in the comedy duo Struck Off and Die. Dr. Phil Hammond is also a qualified doctor whose medical school reference said, "This student refuses to take medicine seriously." Let's hope he can keep that up tonight. On Tony's team is the poet, television presenter and comedian Craig Charles, famous in Red Dwarf, of course, as we all know, as Lister, who is a filthy-minded slob. So, pretty ideal for this show. Thanks for coming. Joining Phil, we have Margi Clark, who, like Craig, is a scouser, actor, presenter, and such a keen amateur sexologist that she could turn pro at any moment. So, let's hear it for our two wonderful teams. And as usual, ready to chip in with medical facts, TV doctor and glamour puss, in my opinion, Dr. Hilary Jones. Right, well, now that my introduction has put you all under, let's make our first incision. It's an initial round of just general, quite easy questions. Right, Tony G, this one's for you. Good luck, everyone. When were women finally allowed to apply to any medical school? This is a shocking answer, really. When were women finally allowed?
When they bally well learned to fill in the application forms properly, that's for sure. I didn't realise they were allowed in, are they? Next year. No, it's probably very, very late. I don't know, 40s.
Watch it, because you'll come back on the next life with a fanny.
You'll come back in the next life with a fanny. Well, there are.
Yeah, they gave me one for this show.
Please. See, I've got your big fingers going now. I'm going to give you 2 points for that, because...
70% of the students at my medical school are women now. They make better doctors, much brighter than men.
He's really entertaining, the ginger one, isn't he?
Yeah, you need my captain.
Men? No, bloody men are emotional cripples. They're crap. Women, very empathic, much better doctors.
Look, girl.
I think, Margie, he's trying to pull you.
He's trying to pull the audience. He's getting round to the point. I think women are really intelligent.
They are.
As well.
It works.
Yeah.
It works. Well, I'll give you 2 points, because you did say the 40s. It was as late as 1947 that they were allowed to apply to any medical school. Phil, this is for you.
Thank you.
No, pleasure. My pleasure.
Can't wait.
Yeah,
Can't
come
you?
on, Phil, lad. Show them what you mean.
Are you on for it?
Yeah.
Well, just stop talking, then I'll ask the question. Here we go. Simple. Is laughter the best medicine?
No, money is. Well, it's true. If you're poor, you can laugh as much as you like. You're still going to die young.
But this is a happy show, ladies.
Oh, this is great fun, isn't it?
On a brighter note, laughter is reputed to stimulate the left prefrontal area of your cortex. What that means, I have absolutely no idea. I tell you, I was a bit moody, and I went to see one of these bloody laughter therapists, and his course was called Ho-Ho Holistic Healthcare. Biggest load of bollocks. You all had to lie in a ring and hold hands and release the joy of the inner child.
No, the answer is yes, by stimulating the prefrontal area of the brain. And laughter is the best medicine, as my grandfather said just before he was killed by a speeding juggernaut. So, Craig, this is for you.
No, what about me?
Yes, it'll be after Craig. God, she's impatient, isn't she? I thought you were going to headbutt me. Hey, what about me? Oh, there we go.
Okay. You can have my next one if you like.
No, I'm going red now.
No, it's all right, Margie. It's okay. I'll be with you in a sec. Craig, this is for you or Margie, depending on who's less violent. Which politicians share their names with parts of the body?
Dennis Foreskinner, Margaret Thatch hair. Vagina bottomly. Or Neil Kinnock. Have you been kicked in the Kinnocks? Doesn't half hair.
Kinnocks, yes. You could have a Michael Foot, not as funny. Dennis Healy, I suppose.
Harriet Hormone.
Harriet Hormone, you could have.
Colon Moynihan.
That's a good one, I like that.
Penis Healy. No.
Penis Healy, stretching it a bit, as indeed it is. I thank you.
How about Sebastian Toe? Can't we have some...
How about Tony Benn?
Yeah, that's
Tony Benn, that's right. That's very good. OK, Margie, this is for you.
Thanks.
Pleasure. Where would you find the prepuce? The prepuce?
Is it something between your teeth?
It could be, if you play your cards right.
Is it something I've had between my teeth?
I can't tell you that, because I don't really know you.
Is it to do with sausages?
Might be.
It's a skinless sausage, isn't it?
No.
It's not, actually, no.
It's a sausage with skin on.
It's a sausage with skin on. It's the end of the penis. It's the foreskin.
I've circumcised a few of them myself.
Have you? So, in our next round, it's over to Dr. Hilary Jones, who's going to take Craig and Margie through the rigours of their medical final, for which we first welcome Catherine. Craig, would you please join Catherine? And Hilary, if you'd like to move across.
This is the only reason I came on this show, you know. I just want to share it with you. I'm actually not a doctor, but I've seen every episode of Saints Elsewhere. So do you want to completely dispense with the physical examination and go straight for the malpractice?
You're better qualified than a medical student. Right, Catherine here is a 23-year-old French exchange student.
I am a doctor.
She's working as a part-time contortionist on Radio 2 when she accidentally twists her greater omentum and develops a nasty sigmoid volvulus. Craig, where is the sigmoid and which way do its contents flow?
Ah, I wish it was here. Would it be? Would it be
Kind of wild guess.
There?
That's pretty wild. No, okay. Now, in fact, the sigmoid is the large intestine coming down this side of the body and going down there. And the contents generally flow that away, unless you're having colonic irrigation, in which case they go the other way.
Yeah.
So I'm afraid I'll have to fail you in that examination.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Catherine and Craig. OK, pack drill same for Margie, for which we welcome the equally gorgeous Bruno. Woo! Margie, please approach. Dr. Hilary, over to you.
Bruno is 111. No, sorry, Bruno is ill.
Where?
Thank you.
He's the captain of the over-80s nudist leapfrog team. In practicing, he didn't jump high enough and... Well, no, that doesn't matter, it's irrelevant. He fell awkwardly and subluxed his acromioclavicular joint. But there's no abduction in the left glenoid cavity. Where is the glenoid cavity?
Well, a cavity's a hole, isn't it?
Right.
You haven't got any holes, have you? I think, whatever it is, I can kiss it better, can't I?
Is it better? Where is it, though?
It's there.
Spot on!
Ooh.
Spot on!
Oh. Have you got the alarm clock, Bruno? Yes, set it for 7:30. I've got to be up in the morning.
You certainly know your way around the male anatomy, don't you?
Well, he's gorgeous, I must say.
Well done. How did that happen?
Well, I've slept with a couple of medical students. It does come in handy.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Right, we've all had a drink. Let's take a break and have lots more. See you in a minute. Bye-bye.
Basta che fine. Basta che firmi.
guy like a human mole can shift 10,000 tons of coal.
Can I dig it, mate?
Who digs half a dozen pits after a bowl of Weetabix?
That's our shaft, you know.
Who slide pits down, 10 along, straight past Bristol, going strong.
Weetabix.
You all right?
Once we've started you, there's no stopping you.
Is your auntie an android? Give her this, and see if she microwaves her old man's motor mower.
It began with Star Wars. Now the Star Wars trilogy continues with The Empire Strikes Back.
It is useless to resist.
Experience it like never before. The Empire Strikes Back, and still playing in cinemas, Star Wars.
It's heartburn time!
Heartburn's caused with digestive acid.
I love making you suffer.
Jumps in the wrong place.
I'll make your life...
By the original Gaviscon, forms a barrier to keep acid in its place. Now there's also soothing Gaviscon Advance, which forms an even stronger barrier that thankfully lasts longer than ever. New Gaviscon Advance puts heartburn in its place.
Hi.
Because you never know when you'll meet the girl of your dreams, Gillette has created continuous protection antiperspirants. They keep you fresh throughout the day. Gillette antiperspirants, lasting protection that keeps you ready for anything.
Thanks.
Next. I can tell you didn't glue this with Super Attack. Ah, look here. The fracture hasn't mended at all. Now, Super Attack glues most materials together in a matter of seconds perfectly.
Super Attack. That's the way to glue things.
It's fixed, it's fixed!
The House of Fraser Spring Sale starts this Thursday. With big reductions on famous names all around the store, it's clearly a cut above the rest.
Hello and welcome back to Tibs and Fibs, the medical quiz for sick people everywhere. First, another medical type joke. I knew a man once whose tongue was so big that when the doctor asked him to stick it out, it was the nurses who went, ah. Thank you. What we're going to do now is relive fond memories of our school days as we revive the ancient tradition of taking the piss out of an educational film. But I want you to watch closely because I'm going to ask you some questions at the end. These are frankly hilarious. Over to you. Have a look at this.
Now, I'm going to show you 3 things, and you've got to tell me what you do with them. Number 1, a pint of... Well, you seem to know what to do with that one, all right. Number 2, a handkerchief. Excellent. Remember, coughs and sneezes spread diseases.
Right, now...
But after you blow into the hanky, aren't you supposed to put it on your head?
Yes, you are. I hope the cut gets better. Why have you got the hanky on your head, by the way?
Because my hair's bald. I've been doing this...
Oh, look at that. But you can get away with it, you see. You've got a nice skull.
I've been doing this pirate thing, so...
OK, fair
That's
enough.
for continuity. I'm getting a bit hot.
Are you? Well, so you would, because the moisture doesn't evaporate, does it?
Oh, look, you leave the doctor stuff to these two, all right?
Yeah, leave the doctor stuff to us two, all right?
They haven't asked the questions. They haven't done that well so far, though, have they? Frankly. Anyway, look, Tony G and Craig, this is for you. Iodine is a good disinfectant. Which gland in the body needs plenty of iodine to work properly?
Yeah, it's our bloody question, isn't it?
Oh, go on, then. I'll let you have it. He got the right cob on him, doesn't he?
He's got a much better bedside manner, hasn't he?
Yeah,
yeah, he has.
It's the name of his house.
Bedside manner, anyway, the answer
I know the answer. That's why I give Craig.
Oh, no, what?
Do you know it?
Are we on the same side?
Iodine.
Iodine.
Yes, so what's the answer?
Thyroid.
The thyroid is correct.
Oh, I knew that.
Yeah,
I know, but you do a medical programme.
You can have 2 points as well.
Thank you. What does that make the score?
It makes it's 146 to them, and you've yet to score.
We just got
So the scores are stupid then?
Oh, I'm sorry, say the way round.
This is not a contest. The scores are completely irrelevant.
That's
why
true.
the fuck are we doing this?
Why the what?
Why the what?
Did you say the F word, Dr. Hammond?
I just said, what is
Did you hear what he said, boys and girls?
He nearly said the F word, Mr. Slattery.
But he swallowed it a bit. He said, why the fuck?
This is supposed to be
And he's a
serious
lecturer in
competition.
occupational
People
communication
watching
at
this.
Bristol University,
Yes,
and he
he
nearly
is.
said the F word, Mr. Slattery.
Yeah, but only
Selective
the
use
middle
of swear
classes
was
can
very
get away
important.
with the F
Yes,
word, can't
that's
they? Now, if
right.
I
They're
was
allowed
to
to
say it,
swear.
they'd be murder.
Well, have a go. Say it.
No, I couldn't.
Couldn't you?
No, I was going to say
talking that Latin again, you know.
something amusing. No, the point is that people watching it actually want to see a meaningful competition. I mean, this is just bollocks. I'm 142 to 2. That's the point. I've done a lot of revision for this, right? And you work hard, you get a question right, and you just go 142-0. I mean, what is frankly the point?
Thanks, Phil. Nice hair. So, Tony and Craig, why do people wear handkerchiefs on their head?
To stop sunstroke? How about
It's
that?
absolutely right.
Very
2
good.
points. Well done. Excellent. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, Phil and Margie, this bit of clip is for you. Please take a look at this.
Right. We're not born with a desire for things to look nice and clean. Until a child is taught to use his hands and tools, he remains messy.
Should use cutlery, really, I suppose.
But children can soon learn to discriminate. This boy is unhappy because, well, look at his plate. He knows from experience that food which doesn't look nice usually doesn't taste nice.
That's why I never eat
Food
black
can
and
look
white.
attractive, and there are many ways of breaking the monotony.
Oh, yes, this is very interesting,
they-
isn't it? Look
yeah.
at that.
Organic spuds.
That was just a series of photographs of potatoes, wasn't it? Anyway, here are your questions. Potatoes are carbohydrates. Name 2 other good sources of carbohydrate.
Bread.
Bread is one.
Yeah, pasta, chips of the 90s.
Pasta, cereal, rice, yes.
Chips of the 90s.
What a great indie band that is. The Chips of the 90s, yes. Boom, boom.
No, but it wasn't mine.
That's good, yes. Really good.
Where are most vitamins in a potato concentrated?
At the skin.
Is correct.
Quick in there, man. Very good.
Yes, absolutely. Anything to add about that?
No, very good.
Good, thank you. I think we'll move on. Now, for the purposes of this next round, Craig and Margie have just come back from a spell in hospital that has rendered them speechless. Now, in order to win some points from me, and let's face it, the scores are still 146 to 2, they're going to have to mime the horrors they experience to their doctor captains. Craig, you're first. Your job is to mime all the hospital-y things on that card to Tony. Please adopt the mime gag position. And your time starts now.
Sweeping. Mopping. Mops.
Hospital mop, correct. No speaking, please.
White coat.
White coat, correct. 2 points.
Prescription pad.
Bad handwriting, I'll give you that.
Bad
2 points.
Matron.
Craig's doing brilliantly.
It's matron again. No. Oh, obstetrics. Delivery suite.
Delivery room, well done, brilliant.
Oh, God.
2 points.
Oh, blood.
Yes, correct, 2 points.
Sweat.
Correct, 2 points.
Oh, nurses waiting around doing bugger.
Waiting room, that'll be 2 points.
Oh, get lost, sister! Oh, cardiac arrest. Operation. Heart. Oh, blood, you're dying.
Where is he? Where is he?
He's in the morgue.
No, in what sort of unit? In what sort of unit?
Operating theatre.
In what sort of unit? Yes, 2 points, well done. Only one to go, only one to go. People walking around hospital.
Patients, visitors, hospital visitors.
And what state are they?
They're completely confused.
And why are they confused? Because they
can't read the hospital signs, they're blind.
Oh! Craig Charles, ladies and gentlemen. Bravo! Bravo!
Oh, well, I'm knackered now.
That was absolutely ace, Craig. And the only one you didn't get, you nearly got it at the end, it was just people who were lost. in a hospital. Never mind. OK, now, same pack drill for you, Margie.
Oh, but I'm shit at charades.
It doesn't matter.
I've never been to an upper-class party. How do you know how to do these?
Oh, you just follow what Craig did.
There's lots of upper-class parties.
Oh, look, knock the water over.
Never mind. OK, your 60 seconds to mime those hospitally type things, and you can keep your card in your hand if you like.
I better add.
Yeah, OK.
OK, and the first one is...
Writing. Oh, card.
Get well card, yes, 2 points.
And the next one is...
Pyjamas?
Yeah, you got that as well.
What sort of pyjamas, though? What sort of pyjamas?
Stripey?
Yeah.
Stripey is
Nice
correct,
one.
2 points. No speaking, please.
Cigarette. Having a cigarette.
In what, and where do you have that in the hospital?
Fag room, smoking room.
Smoking room's correct, 2
That
points.
one.
No, be careful with this one.
I just can't get it out of my pocket.
Sweetie. Hospital sweeties. Oh, for the phone, change the phone.
Yeah, well done, Phil.
It's good, isn't it?
OK.
Skippy the bush kangaroo. Often in
No,
hospital.
no.
Little girls.
Yeah.
Little girls, children, baby ward.
That's it, you got it,
2
mate.
points, well done.
Right.
Margi Clark.
Gee, I like that.
You know.
Space. Oh, physiotherapist.
Yeah, I have to help you with that, Phil. Just slow there, mate. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, this one is...
In your own time.
Why did you sit on there?
Oh,
Get
pity,
a
the
tea
sweet
trolley on
trolley.
Margi Clark, ladies and gentlemen.
There'll be charade parties around the country when we book you now, I tell you. That was marvellous.
That's absolutely wonderfully done, and the score is now 146 all. Well caught up. Now, whether they tear people's chests open for a living or just scrape the skin off their eyeballs, you have to have the right tool for the job. Thank you. In this round, you're going to have to handle some exquisite surgeon's tools, and you have to tell us what they're for and what specifically you'd like to do with them. So first of all, gloves on, because they're antiques, and we mustn't let the acid, which can be contained in sweat, to corrode the antique patina that is on the tools. I'm talking rubbish. So let's just take a look at the first tool. Here it comes. Now, if you look at your monitor, this exquisitely turned piece on a piece of sky blue velveteen is going to be in your hands pretty soon. What do we think?
Can we all see that? It's got an interesting shape.
I'm not being funny, but is this like the kind of thing that you stick over, like, enormous testicles so all the blood stops going to them and
So
they
fall off?
Is it a kind of tourniquet?
It is a tourniquet. Well done, 2 points. OK, and the next question is, how long is it generally safe to leave a tourniquet on?
Depends what it's on, doesn't it, really?
I suppose
Depends how big the limb is, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's a really crap question,
Well,
isn't
no,
it?
is a bit.
it's 6 hours.
6 hours is correct. OK, well done. Now we're going to have the next tool for Margie and Phil. Take a look at this. Here it comes. This looks like something from an early episode of Blake 7, doesn't it? Look at that.
Is it maybe something to do with dilating something?
It is a dilator, but a dilator of what?
A faniola?
It's a cervical dilator, so I'll have to give you that, I'm afraid.
Well, you know,
I won't have to give you a cervical dilation, obviously.
That is a cervical dilator.
It is.
Do you know how big the opening of the average cervix is? It's
Well,
about
that's-
that big.
Yeah.
Right?
I
And
know.
you're telling me that that is a cervical dilator.
It's a torture instrument.
No, it's not. I defy you. I defy you to put that into a human cervix.
In obstetrics.
What, that big?
It's 10 centimetres.
Well, do you know when I had mine done after
They're
I
not
had...
necessary either most of the time.
Well, after I've
Completely
had my
useless operation.
baby, and I was lying there, legs akimbo, and the doctor said to me, how many kids have you got? I said, I've got 120 and 13. And he said, oh, my God, that's a big gap. I said, don't get personal.
Bravo.
Edward Scissorhands. Way!
Now, your next question. In
Did we
recent
get
years...
it right, though?
Yeah.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was. It was a
I
cervical
still don't
dilator.
believe it,
You
but,
still don't believe it, but it's
Bring
true.
that in my cervix.
Yeah.
In recent years, the vaginal dilator has come into...
Here we go.
Here we go.
No, it's just everything. Cervix, vagina,
That's all right,
pineapple
Doc.
chunks. It's just getting me down.
I have to say, I think there is a difference between a vagina, a cervix, and some pineapple chunks.
Yeah, it's all...
It's all what?
I'll just carry on, fine.
No, I don't think it's sick. Look,
We're getting better.
the question is this. In recent years, the vaginal dilator has come into frequent use. What condition is it used for? A vaginal dilator, a Vaginal dilator.
Oh, but when they've got that complaint of it stiffens inside and they can't open it.
That's right, vaginismus.
That's it.
The involuntary spasm of the vagina muscles making intercourse impossible. OK, now we race headlong into the accident black spot area that is the final quickfire round. So fingers on buzzers, Margie and Craig.
Is this the buzzer?
Yeah. That's the
I'm just having the dark, Margie.
It is the buzzer. Well done.
Short on this show, can you?
There's everything to play for. 2 points for a correct answer, 1 point taken away for an incorrect one. Here we go. What is pertussis?
It's whooping cough.
Correct. Who plays Dr. Quinn, medicine woman?
Jane Seymour.
Correct. How heavy was the largest ever gallstone?
14 pounds. Something else.
13 pounds, 14 ounces. Well done. At what... Well done indeed.
Yeah.
At what height does altitude sickness start to become a problem?
When you're too high.
That's true. When you're too high, absolutely right. What did the Queen Mother have surgically removed from her throat?
A fishbone.
No, a corgi. No. Where does the eustachian tube run?
From the ear to the throat.
No, from Turnham Green to Cockfosters. No. Thank you. From the ear to the back of the throat. Well done, 2 points. Where did Florence Nightingale set up a school of nursing?
London.
St Thomas's.
St Thomas's Hospital, London in 1860. Yes, 2 points.
Right.
Can you tell someone's sex from their skeleton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The bones of the pelvis are most helpful. Yes, correct, 2 points. Who was the earliest known physician?
Dr. Death.
Dr. Death, I'll give you that, but it was in fact Imhotep, an ancient Egyptian. Who said, William, you need a large whiskey?
Margaret Thatcher. William Aldergrave.
When he became health minister is absolutely correct. Right, let's take a look at the final scores. It's still 146 all, ladies and gentlemen. So, ladies and gents, a dead heat. Now, with that, of course, the men in white coats are waiting to take us back to the ward for our medication. So quickly, it's goodbye from Tony Gardner, from Craig Charles, from Phil Hammond, from Margi Clark, from Hilary Jones, and from me. And I leave you with this doctor joke. Doctor, I feel like a bridge, but what's come over you? Thank you. Bye!
And the Tibs team are back in action next Wednesday night at the same time.